Gonna have a little ride up to Helmsley, so let's have the cold start. Beautiful. And that's quite a cool feature. You've got angle, lean angle here on this setting. So just so far on this journey we've done 26 degrees left and 18 degrees on the right, which is good. Oh, he was close. And this is what I was saying about new bikes. The clutch control is super smooth, and the quick shifter on this XR and the blipper, the downshift, they're amazing. I think BMs are probably one of the best out there for the quick shifter, I would say. The one on my GS was brilliant as well. Mark with Craig behind is behind us on his KTM XT. He's going to come and have a little overtake now. You can have a look at his oh no, he's not. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. No, he's not. But it's a nice place to be, this XR. I'm really happy with my choice. The M1000, an amazing bike, an absolute weapon, but no wind protection whatsoever, and very similar in performance to my Fireblade. And I didn't want a bike that was pretty much the same as my Blade but with no wind protection, and that's where I was in the conundrum and stuck in deciding on which bike. And I know it's first world problems and all that, but I couldn't decide, and that's why I went on the test ride on both bikes. And while I loved the M1000, it was so much fun. As soon as I cocked my leg over the XR demo, and within about 5 minutes of riding down the road, I'd made my mind up. I thought, this is the bike for me. It's got the power I'm wanting, and it's got the looks, and it's got the wind protection. It's pretty much ticks all boxes bike, I would say, the XR. Oh, it sounds mega. But yeah, this is cool. I know my Fireblade's got this actually, but this is it's nice to see it on screen all the time, so you can see your lean angle. And once we've got the tyres properly bedded in at probably 80-100 miles, we'll maybe have a go at leaning over a bit more. But it feels really flickable for quite a heavy bike. It feels quite flickable and lightweight when you're riding it. And to be honest, you all know I'm a Honda man. I'm a Honda nut. I love my Hondas. But it is nice to spread the brand love and try different brands. But I said this in a previous video that the Africa Twin, which I love, I've had 3 of them. If it that's good, the hold feature. The Africa Twin, I love the styling of the bike, but I was just wishing that Honda would bring out, a punchy version like this. But I don't think it's on the cards for that bike. I would have definitely had one if they'd have brought out like a super sport Africa Twin. But yeah, I'm doing a bit of digging. It's definitely not coming out, which is why I started leaning towards the XR again, which is, again, it's adventure style bike, but you've got the mentality of a sports bike. 170 brake horse is, not to be sniffed at, is it? It's not to be sniffed at. Right, we're going to go have a brew at the Seaways Cafe. at Friday Thorpe, East Yorkshire. Then we'll maybe have a little ride back up to Helmsley, where I went last week, and have a bit of lunch. But all good, sun shining, and this is a nice place to be, sat on this XR, beautiful. And one thing I just noticed then, actually, I always nod to everybody, and I don't know if it's me just being paranoid. I was nodding to everybody there, and no one was nodding back to me. So I'm not sure whether they think I'm a copper, because that's what they ride around here. They ride the black XRs. So who knows? See if I can. I've got Craig behind me, and I'm nodding. They're ignoring me and nodding to Craig. Wounded. I'm starving already. That's nice. A Rebel Honda. Quite a nice, like cruiser style bike. I like them. Absolutely, Hank Marvin. What time are we on? 11:26. Yeah, it sounds lovely. It's got a really nice tone. And like I say, I demoed the standard XR, which had the standard cam on, and that sounded good, but this definitely got more of a grunt when you open it up. Yeah, lovely. I'm real hungry now. What? I'm starving now. Yeah, rammed here today. Anyway, that's a lovely breakfast, courtesy of the staff at Seaways. Absolutely gorgeous. I haven't had a breakfast there for ages. Beautiful. It's busy today. Right, and really enjoyed that. A lovely breakfast, and going to head up to Helmsley now for a cuppa. Might as well while the sun's out. Alright, got your juice? What? Juicy? What? Juicy? You put in words then. You can lead the way. I blame the clutch, just getting used to the clutch. Go on, you lead. Yeah, it's packed in Seaways today, absolutely ramarelloed in there. Right, that set us up that. I was feeling a little bit flaky and a little bit of headache. I was up at 4:30 with Staxon, the dog. He went out for a wee at 4:30, would you believe? I don't know why, well, he's going backwards, he's 6 months. And then up at about 6:15, I thought he might have a little bit of a lie-in. And I hadn't drank any alcohol for a long time, and I shared a bottle of red wine with my wife, Emma, last night, and I had a bit of a headache this morning. And then I kicked myself and realised why I don't really want to drink much really nowadays, because it just makes you feel rubbish. Makes you feel really, really rubbish. But yeah, anyway, so far I'm really loving this bike. It does everything, I think, this bike. I mean, drop us a comment, let me know the bikes in this. I know the Ducati Multistrada V4, that's a machine as well, but the one I was looking at was 30,000 quid, the RS. It's just crackers. Crazy money. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, and then when you start looking at these, you know, under 20 grand or thereabouts, these seem, you know, good value for money compared to the Multistrada V4 RS. And I'm sure they're a wicked bike, but are they worth another 10-12 grand more than this? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So am I glad I've made this purchase? I am absolutely over the moon. I'm absolutely really made up that I've bought this bike. Am I sad to see the GSXR 1000K1 go? Not really, no. Although I loved the bike, loved it to look at. It wasn't really getting ridden, and I did buy it for the channel as a bit of a doer-upper, and I was going to put it on I did put it on Marketplace to sell, and then I thought, oh, do you know what, I can't be bothered. People coming around chipping you on the price. So I decided to trade it against this bike, and I didn't really get what I wanted for it. I don't mind telling you guys what I got. I got £2,250 trading. Now the retailer I know in Lincolnshire who bought the bike, he said he'll probably retail it about 3,100, 3,200. So obviously they've got to make their margin, haven't they, and account for warranty and any issues and all the rest. So they probably want 1,000 quid in it, I would have thought. So I thought, do you know what, I think I paid 2,1 for the bike, and I have spent a bit of money on it. That rear fender was 250 quid and the full service, but so I have probably lost a couple of 300 quid on the deal, but I have also made a couple of 300 quid on the videos for the GSXR 1000 on YouTube and Facebook. £200 or £300, I think, in revenue. So I broke even. That's the way I look at it, and it was a good opportunity to trade and knock, you know, 2,250 quid off this bike, which is what I did. And then I took this bike on BMW's finance package, which worked out, it's about £200 a month. When you consider, you know, it's £20,000 plus, the £200 a month really is not bad on a PCP deal. And it just means that you're sat on a new bike. So if you know, if you've got the budget, PCP is probably a good way of owning a brand new bike rather than shelling out 22,000 quid out your bank. If you've got that type of money on a new bike, you can put a deposit down like what I did in the form of the motorbike, the GSXR 1000. That was my deposit, and finance the rest. So it was, I can't remember roughly, I think it was about 17,500 on finance, which worked out at something like 202 quid a month, because the BMW were running this 4.9% low APR, which is brilliant. In fact, they've got a 0% APR on one of the bikes as well that I was looking at. I mean, 0% is just nuts, absolutely nuts. But I was happy with the deal, and you know, it just means that you get sat on a new bike rather than buying something second hand and you know, having potential second-hand problems. So for me, this worked for me. the budget works for me and the bike worked for me. So overall, I'm ecstatic. I'm really happy that I've bought this bike. So if you're looking for an adventure style bike, but you want someone with a bit more grunt, go have a look at an XR at Marshall's in Grimsby, because they've got a demo there, and it's a weapon. It's a proper weapon. Will it replace my Fireblade? Not this year, probably won't, but there'll be so long, I think, when my wrists on my back will eventually give up riding the blade, and you know, I'll have to go for something more upright. So whether or not next year I still ride it and maybe trade that in for an M1000R or a Street Fighter Ducati, but this bike could tick all the boxes by then. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, but anyway, that's in the future. While I can still ride my Fireblade, I'll still ride it. Well, anyway, that's a little overview of the new bike. There's going to be plenty more content coming out on this XR. It's an absolutely stunning colour in this metallic black. I think it's stone black. I'm really happy with it. Let me know what you think to the new bike in the comments, guys. And if you're in the market for a GSXR 1000, have a look at I believe it's called the Toy Shop in Lincolnshire. So that bike could be up for sale around the £3,000 mark, I reckon. And the trader did actually say, I'll just quickly say this before I sign off, he said if the service history was a bit better, it would have commanded a bit more money on the trading, you know, maybe like £2,800 mark. But because there's very little to no trading service history, sorry, it's just you're taking it for word. But I can vouch for the bike. If you're looking at that bike, I've done the full major service on the bike, and you know, mechanically, I think it'd done about 28,000 miles. It was smooth as butter. Really mechanically sound. So if you're looking for that bike and you want it, have a look at the Toy Shop in Lincolnshire, United Kingdom. But anyway, that's it for now. This is just a little introduction to the XR, to the channel. Like I say, more content will be coming. But for now, I'm going to have a little blast up to Helmsley and have a cup of tea and enjoy this bike. And like I said, try and get that mileage up. But thank you for watching, guys. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I was looking at some stats and it's quite high, and this is normal. About 70% of video views, people don't subscribe. They're not subscribed, they just watch the vids. So I don't know whether you realise, but yeah, click. It don't cost you anything. Just click the subscribe button and it just helps me monetize and keep delivering content for you guys. But thanks for watching. Ride safe if you're out or you're going out later on or tomorrow, and I'll catch you all in the next vid.